you're not saying that the DOJ would ever give permission to use deadly force when they're invading a former
when
president.
They're going through Melania's underwear drawers?
That would never happen.
Right-wingers Tucker Carlson and Patrick Bet-David are continuing the completely bogus story that Joe Biden had a plan to kill Donald Trump through use of force when Mar-a-Lago was searched as part of the documents case. They are continuing this as if this is a real story. So I'm going to play this for you. I feel like I need to give you just a reminder what this is all about. One of the documents that was part of the search warrant against Trump's Mar-a-Lago was a generic FBI use of force provision. It's part of every search warrant. It was part of the search warrant executed at Joe Biden's house. And all it says is you can use lethal force if the target of the search becomes, I forget the language, an imminent threat to others or public safety. It's not special. It's in every single FBI search warrant. There is a group of right-wingers, Trump included, who have turned this into Biden planned to kill me using FBI force. Of course, the search warrant was served on a day where Trump wasn't even at Mar-a-Lago, and they knew that. But Tucker Carlson and Patrick Bet-David, they're acting like this was a real thing. And this is why people are falling for it, because it's been long debunked. It's one of the dumbest conspiracy theories of the year. But you have people with a following, Tucker, Patrick Bet-David, acting like there was really a Biden plot to assassinate Trump.
Involved in the machinery of internal repression in this country. So
you're not saying that the DOJ would ever give permission to use deadly force when they're invading a former
when
president.
They're going through Melania's underwear drawers?
That would never happen.
Yeah, if Melania shows up and says, "Why are you going through my nightgowns?"
Boom.
Bam!
Yeah.
Deadly force.
Deadly force.
So I would say that the problem that we have as as people who are not part of the machine, you don't even need to be, it's not even a right or left question. It's, are you on the side of lies or are you not? Is we don't understand just how serious they are. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you were running DOJ and you saw a search warrant that said, yes, the use of deadly force applies in a documents case, a classified documents case. But
so first of all, it doesn't matter whether it's a documents case. Also, by the way, the Biden search warrant was also a documents case. And it also had the same use of force provision. Are we to believe Biden had a plan to have himself assassinated? It's the same provision. It doesn't matter if it's a documents case.
The documents were meaningless. No one's ever shown otherwise. Doesn't matter. You can put them on the internet now. It just doesn't matter, actually. And if you were the attorney general and you were looking through the warrant and said use of deadly force is allowed, you'd say, whoa, 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 whoa.
Now, the idea of use of deadly force is allowed. It's not a question of is it allowed specifically. It's in every search warrant. Every FBI search warrant says if the target becomes an imminent threat, in that situation, you can use force. There's nothing special there.
We're literally rooting through Melania's dresser. We don't need to use deadly force. Wouldn't you say that just as someone who believes in fairness and sanity?
The fact that you're putting that in there to give permission, and it's just kind of, water under, yeah, no worries.
It's not being put in to give permission. It's boilerplate. It's just a boilerplate use of force provision. It was there for Biden's search warrant as well. But they're continuing. This has all been debunked. Understand that this interview took place 5 days ago. The entire story was long debunked.
Next news cycle, it's not a big story. Next news cycle, it's not a big story.
But what does it say? It says that they're serious enough to kill you. Absolutely they are. Gonzalo Lira got murdered in Ukrainian prison. This, of course, run by the State Department and CIA, basically killed by the Biden administration. No big deal.
Well, I mean, at least
he's an American citizen.
But at least the confidence comes the fact that never in the history of U.S. has the government ever assassinated a president. So it's not like that kind of a person who's a very ambitious vice president would never do that to become a president historically, and within minutes want to be sworn in. It
sounds like a dangerous conspiracy theory to me. So Let me ask you though, it's pretty clear to me that 2 summers ago, so August 2022, when that deadly force raid on Mar-a-Lago took place and they rooted through.
Did you hear that? Tucker casually calls it a deadly force raid on Mar-a-Lago. Trump wasn't there and they scheduled it for when Trump wouldn't be there. What does it mean to call it a deadly force raid? Do you think if there's a plan to use deadly force against Donald Trump, you will call ahead and say to the Secret Service, hey, FBI here, we're showing up on Tuesday. Trump won't be there, right? Nope, Trump won't be here that day. Perfect. That's the day we're going to go, just so everybody knows. We'll be there on the day that Trump's not there. How on earth do you call that a deadly force raid? How on this planet do you say that the plan is to use deadly force on Trump when you call ahead and go, we want to go on a day Trump's not there? So this entire conversation we've been watching, it's a farce. It's totally made up. Nothing, the underpinnings of this are completely and totally fabricated. And yet there's a large contingent out there that is now all over Twitter. They're all over X. They're on whatever other platform they use, Rumble, Locals. I don't know where these people are at this point. They could crawl back to wherever they used to tweet or post from, for all I care. They're saying, how is the assassination plan of Trump by Biden not a bigger story? Because it's made up. Because it's made up, it's not a bigger story. This one, if repeated enough, will become truth to them. They'll refer back to it in a year and 2 years. Remember when Biden had the deadly force plan to have Trump killed? No, I don't remember that at all. So remember the details. Remember that they are fabricating it out of thin air and there is simply no there there. All right. We now are up to 312 people who have taken advantage of the Memorial Day membership special. I'll keep it going. As I said yesterday, if you missed the email Monday, just email info@davidpakman.com and say, hey, David, give me the code. And about 100 people did, some fraction of whom have signed up. If you still want the Memorial Day code, email info@davidpakman.com. It's a great way to support what we do at a significant discount. This is the only membership drive we've done this year. Just email in and say, David, I would love that code. Please, sir. Or however you want to do it. Just be polite. info@davidpakman.com. Let's take a quick break, hear from a sponsor or two, and then we'll continue. It is time to start thinking like voters and to make sure that kids understand the importance of voting, how it works, registering, ballot initiatives, because so many kids just have no idea. That's why I wrote the new children's book, Think Like a Voter. I can think of no better time and no more important group of folks to try to reach. The book is now available at davidpakman.com/book, where, by the way, you can get the first two books in the series as well. Think Like a Detective and Think Like a Scientist. Really important stuff. Donate them to local libraries, classrooms, read them with the kids. davidpakman.com/book.